Hello everyone. So this is sort of like part 2 of the 80 series build. Obviously you probably checked out the first video on the YouTube full drive product reviews. So in this video we've got some roadworthy stuff that I need to sort of address. We've got some back seat belts we need to take out for the roadworthy. I'm not really sort of happy with this drawer setup, to be honest, but I want something more sort of, I guess, slimmer, and I'll be able to put my angle fridge and dual battery setup and that sort of stuff in the back, which would be great. There's some other ones like the passenger seatbelts and also the driver's seatbelt. And then lastly, we'll move over to the engine bay, which it has a old school battery isolator in it. And yeah, I just want to sort of get rid of it, clean up the engine bay because there's a bit of wires, bit of garden hose for some odd reason. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that today. And so it's sort of like a quick sort of short part 2 video on the 80, and then yeah, and then obviously probably maybe the third or fourth, maybe we should be able to get the roadworthy and that sort of stuff. But yeah, but this is it at the moment. We've got the mighty King's bush mechanic toolkit. It's pretty good, so it's saving me a bit of time and it's got everything where I need to do. But yeah, so we're gonna obviously get rid of this drawer system out. And then eventually later on, we'll definitely get into like a more of a slimmer, so probably more down here sort of thing. Maybe like, ARB or maybe like Titan or something. I don't know. We're sort of in the process at the moment on getting the sort of design or on what I sort of want in the 80 series. But yeah, but obviously what I'd like is obviously 2 drawers, have the compressor, the angle fridge, and obviously some other little luxury little things like Starlink, and all that sort of wiring. But that's probably going to be, that's obviously going to be another video, which is awesome. Just want to sort of film the journey and that. So yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, if you didn't see the first video, this is a 91 80 series. It's Grandpa Spec, which is pretty good. So it's done about 550,000 Ks, I think. And there's 0 blow by, and it just needs obviously a bit of a clean up, bit of a rebirth in a way, sort of a, I guess, birthday, I should say. It's obviously got the stock, ARB, bull bar, and GME, UHF, and all that sort of stuff, which you'll probably see in the video. But yeah, but when I first obviously got this, as you can probably see, it's been sort of painted black. I don't know what that is, but it's silver. That obviously needs to be replaced eventually. Not really too fast now, but mainly just want to get this 80 on the road, do these things so we can get the pass on the roadworthy and get it registered here in Victoria. So yeah, no, it's gonna be one awesome adventure, and I'm very excited to get it sorted. I've got my mate here, Warby. He's gonna give me a hand on the on the battery isolator sort of stuff, and give me a hand with the getting rid of this drawer system, and obviously bits and pieces all around the vehicle. So thought, what, let's do it, let's film, and yeah, get onto it. So yeah, get subscribed, stay tuned, and let's dig into it. All right, this is it. So this is it. We've got the drawers obviously out. Got them here, outside, sort of thing. Don't worry about that. That's just came with it. Special. So yeah, obviously that's a bit too high for me, to be honest. But yeah, just want to just keep it sort of slimmer. So we've just obviously got the drawers out, obviously, and just seen how it's all sort of mounted. We saw it's mounted over there. Obviously there's a bolt that goes in there, and there's 2 bolts there. And then obviously what Warby's picked out is obviously in there. If we can get it close, there we go. You can see in there, there's 2 bolts and obviously another thing. So yeah, she's something in there. Obviously get rid of the two back seat belts because obviously that won't pass roadworthy. Got me in trusty King's bush mechanic toolkit, which is very handy for this job. So yeah, I'll show you a bit over the car a little bit. We can probably start to see it now. Look at this. Oh yeah. She ain't passing right with that. So I've already got new seat belts already. There were an indicator which I forgot to mention. Thanks, plane. Anyway, so yeah, we've obviously got some new globe sort of thing for the headlights. Warby's already got that already ready to go, which is good. But yeah, definitely a cool little thing. So obviously charging it and that, and yeah, obviously going to get rid of the wiring, as you can probably see. There's some garden hose sort of thing, and it connects to where is it? I think it's down here. Oh, there it is there. So a long garden hose sort of thing that goes around to the other battery over there. It's such a weird setup, but yeah, this is just sort of like a battery isolator sort of thing. If we can get a nice close-up photo sort of thing, you can probably see it there. It's like an Australian made sort of thing. I'm not too sure. And there's other things as well, like the horn doesn't work, which I need to fix. There's obviously new spotties that got put on with a relay right there, which I need to sort out, because when you put on high beams, it doesn't the headlights, the high beams and the low beams turn off. So, but when you flick it in, the spotties work and the high beams, which is a bit odd, but it's another sort of thing. And obviously got to clear up the wiring sort of thing, which we'll get to. Yeah, that's it. 180Z aftermarket turbo. It's done 450,000 Ks, and yeah. So yeah. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a time lapse and let's get into it. All right, okay, so we've just now taken out the old seatbelts from the back, because obviously for Roadworthy here in Victoria, you need to take out the back seats if you've got like a drawer set up and that sort of stuff at the back, so which I've done. So I've got my mate Warby to help me out. Cheers for that. And yeah, so if you want to bring it, come in a bit more. So here we've obviously got the seat belts and that sort of stuff. Something pretty cool, little Easter egg. Look at that, original. I don't know what it is. Velcro. Let's have a look. I can't believe it. Wow, look at that. Cool. That's cool, man. It's amazing, eh? Like Grandpa Spec 80 series, look, Toyota. 8 mil, 10 mil, 14, 12. Toyota, it says Toyota. Did he say Toyota? No, it doesn't say Toyota. No. Oh, yeah, there you go. But yeah, what's this? Made in Japan, Toyota. Look at that. Toyota. Oh, there you go. Toyota. Yeah. I don't know about this jack, to be honest. Probably original, assuming all the rust and it's all starting to flake around there, sort of thing. I mean, you know what? Like, I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it in there, and that there all sits around here with a little rubber. All that comes with a little rubber thing, sits out like that. How cool's that? You know. But yeah, so yeah, thanks Warby for that. Got the rear out, which is good. That's all done now. Obviously another thing is obviously to vacuum it, which I'll do. I don't know if you really want to see obviously the vacuuming, but yeah. But you know what? Yeah, I gotta put all that stuff in, but that's all right. Yeah, all right. Let's move on to the maybe passenger side will be easier, maybe than driver's side. We'll see how we go. But yeah, let's do the passenger and driver's seatbelts, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. So what we have is obviously got the driver's seatbelt, as you can see right there. It's pretty frail, man. Like that's not gonna pass. And if you do that, it feels like it's just gonna slice you. So we've already got a replacement, not brand new ones, but the replacements I checked before I purchased them for the passenger and drivers. The passenger side actually is pretty far worse than obviously the drivers, but yeah. So I don't know how to do it, to be honest. We're gonna work our way out. Obviously I might have to pause the video and look on YouTube sort of thing on what to do. But yeah, I think it's something like, oh, here we go. Yep. So you got, yep. So I've got to be careful with the plastic there, obviously. There's probably a 14, maybe a 14 mil there. And I don't know, that's all right, yeah. And then, no, it's same bolt. Okay, same bolt. And then obviously take out the plastic trim. I think I might need to move the seat forward to be easier. I'll quickly do it now. That's right. I love these sheep skin. I don't know what they are, but they're comfy, and it's just grandpa Spec. Anyway, let's go to the back. All right, let's just move all this stuff out. Okay, so we've just now taken out the original one, obviously. Now I've just realised, just FYI, this one. So we all know that this one here says R, which is for obviously for the driver's side, and the passenger will have a left, which is, I think, left. You can probably see here, it says L and it says R sort of thing. So obviously this is the drivers, this is the passengers. So just a little tip. I don't know if there's another video on YouTube that has that, but hey, it's good to know. So yeah, all right, well, let's do like a little time-lapse video and get this sorted. So now we've just finished the drivers and passenger seatbelts, which went well, it's good. So now, if we look over here, we've got obviously a main battery, and obviously over there you've got a secondary battery. Bit of a weird setup this is, but I mean, it's all old school, but as you can probably see here, there's a little battery isolator. What is it, Wolby? What is it?
Just a battery isolator. So when you turn the car on, your isolator flicks on the switch and it makes your secondary battery charge up while you're driving.
Yeah, so bit of wiring, bit of loose cables, and it's all just shoved in there. So it's just a bit of a job. We don't have much sunlight, but man, recording really sort of takes a lot of time, man. Like, it takes a lot of time. So the plan is, I think, quote if I'm wrong, so we're removing the secondary battery. We're just stripping it. So the battery, the cable that's has a garden hose, as you can probably see, a garden hose, goes all the way around to here. And man, I don't even know what this thing is, honestly, but man, I just want to clear everything up. I suppose, yeah, I have to go to Super Cheap. Super Cheap will be shut or whatever. Get some nice get some conduit or something. Get some conduit, sort of neaten it up a little bit. It'll probably be tomorrow's job, but yeah. But I reckon let's get rid of this isolator and just have just the main battery. There's also, yeah, like I said earlier in the video, that when you flick onto high beams, the normal lights turn off, and there's no spotties, nothing. There's no lights, which is a bit odd. So it's just something that Warby and I are going to sort of rectify. And then, but when you flick it, sort of thing, like flick it, backwards, the spotties turn on. So they work, but it's not wired up properly. And obviously, another thing is the horn, which I'll need to sort of rectify and see what it could be, like some sort of spring. It might be not be getting enough contact or something for the pressure plate. I don't know. But yeah, I've got to replace obviously a globe, or there's one right here. It's obviously been smashed. I think it might be, yeah, smashed right there. So that obviously that's another thing for roadworthy, which I'll do. So it might be maybe tomorrow's job or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how we go. But I think mainly I reckon we should probably now is to probably get rid of the secondary battery and remove this isolator, and then just run everything with the main battery. So the main battery is all good. It's still saying red for some reason. It's still saying recharge battery, the symbol. Anyway, we'll work that later. But yeah, so we'll do it. Oh, another thing as well, I've also replaced the hoses. So obviously the top hose and obviously the lower hose you can't really see down there, but that's all right. The other ones were pretty sort of, and I'll quickly go grab them. I think they're over here. They're all like old and brittle, as you can probably see. They're all like swollen up. Like they've got cool, like green, I don't know what, dirt, but they were just swollen. Look, just easy, you know what I mean? Like they were about to ignite. I missed. They were just gonna, I don't know. They could have just been, they could go anytime. So it was just an ASAP thing. But obviously with this, it's nice and strong. So which is good. So it's one thing. But yeah, there'll be more, obviously more things coming on. But I think the next one is getting rid of that secondary battery and the isolator, and then I suppose we'll just call it a day. And yeah, all right, time lapse it is. All right, so part 2, day 2, I should say. So after that shot, there was actually sort of a bit of a little hiccup. For some odd reason, not sure why, we were going to film a time-lapse video, but as you can see behind me, yeah, it got corrupted unfortunately, which sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, so what we've done now is we've just essentially, yeah, removed all of the wiring. The secondary battery's gone now. That garden hose, DIY wires all gone. Obviously got to clean up all this sort of stuff, all the wires and that, which we got conduit. And obviously over there you've got rid of obviously the battery isolator and that sort of stuff. And if you look over here, if you want, so this was actually the battery isolator. I don't know, it's old school, very old school. I don't know. I don't think it was working, to be honest, because I don't know, it just wasn't. I don't know. When we were doing like charging the battery and that sort of stuff, it was just, I don't know, it was doing weird things. So yeah, well, I'm gonna put better stuff in there anyway in the 80, but then obviously, you know, you got the, I don't know what that is. Let me know in the description what you think what that is. I don't know what it is, but it's a 12 volt UNI 0207. There's no other bits of information about it, but yeah, and obviously got the you've got the DIY old school cables, garden hose, just got a thick wire in it, sort of thing. But yeah, it would have been nice to obviously have the time lapse, but it is what it is. So next time I'll work on that. But yeah, so we've got this obviously done. Now the next step is replacing obviously the headlight globe on the passenger side. Also the glass, because it's cracked. And obviously the relays for the spotties, because once you flick the high beams, there's no lights at the front, which is pretty dangerous and won't pass roadworthy. So we will get onto it and see if we can try and get this sorted. And and also we've got cheap eBay, but the weather shields, obviously, nice plastic weather shield sort of thing. You can see, so they'll go onto the side sort of thing. obviously it's good for the rain if you want to have the window down a little bit while it's raining, sort of thing. So yeah, so we'll get onto it now, and hopefully we might do another time lapse, see if that might work this time. But yeah, all right, let's get into it. Okay, so we've just cut it short right now. Essentially, we've now sort of completed the engine bay now, which is awesome. So if you want to come more closer, obviously got the King's light, should be right. So we've got some changes now. So it's all nice and clean. We've got the secondary battery gone. We've got the wiring all gone now. There's no fuses on the driver's side. Yeah, it's looking so much better now. So what the guy has done, I've gotten a autolec to come here and clean up everything, especially for the interior as well, for underneath the steering wheel. There's a lot of wiring and that sort of stuff. Anyway, so what he's done here, he's added a relay for the spotties, and he's also added a circuit breaker for my, I believe I've got a for Red Arc Tow Pro or whatever it is, the GME UHF, and some other little bits and pieces like the turbo timer and also the reversing camera. So yeah, so pretty much now it's all done now, which is awesome. So it's getting very close, obviously, with the registration and that sort of stuff. And yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos. So yeah, so if you really like this video, get subscribed, like it, share it around, that'd be great, much appreciated. And yeah, until then, I'll see you next time.